Hello, hello, and welcome to Quackalope, and today we're going to be talking about a game from 524 Labs. What's the name of it?
Mint Control. Ooh. Now this is going to be the lineup of the Mint Tin series. If you saw my 524 Labs overview or spotlight, you would have seen a little promo card in the last Mint Tin game called Mint Control. Now we get a chance to actually show it off.
Yeah.
What is this game going to be, Jan?
So this is a action selection and area control game, and that's really it.
That all fits in the size
of a tin box.
Of a tiny little tin box. I'm joined today with Taylor.
Yes.
Second time you've been on the channel.
Second time.
First time playing one of the Mint Tin games. So,
of any in the series, yes.
A pocket-sized, backpack-sized Mint Tin game. Let's see if enough game can hold up.
Yeah, which, I mean, that's good in DC, not a lot of space, so.
Yeah.
Definitely always looking for those small games.
Jan, co-host of the show.
Hello.
Quackalope adjacent, a goose in some regards.
Yeah, honk honk.
Thank you for being here.
Of course.
I do want to say, before we swing into this gameplay, which we're going to swing into the gameplay very quickly, because it's not a hard learn.
No,
but it's complex in kind of the strategy and the dynamics that you're dealing with.
Yeah.
But I do want to say at the top of this, if you're joining us from the Kickstarter page or kind of from our channel, thank you for being here. We appreciate you being here. We're really excited to be able to bring games like this to the channel, show them off, let you see what's going on. I've been a fan of the Mint Tin series for a while now.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Mint Works is one of my favorite. I've also had a great time with Mint Delivery. I like playing on the advanced rule set. We are working with a prototype game here.
Yeah.
So some of the mechanics, some of the rules, some of the components, while refined and to a state where we can play them, are still being adjusted and adapted. Yeah. So by the time the Kickstarter hits the table, there will probably be some other things going on here outside of just these prototype components.
Yeah.
Along with that, I want to thank 524 Labs for sponsoring this video. Them doing so allows us to not only bring this content to the channel, but also all the other stuff we do here on the page. So we really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Whatever the case, I like flavor text.
Uh-oh. So is there some flavor text here?
Taylor, I'm going to have you start off by...
I would be honored.
By giving us a little bit of context.
It's a tradition.
I mean, I just like hearing stories.
All right, so the overview says, due to the success of his mint-making empire in Mintopia City, Mort's efforts and market share have come under attack. 3 new mint-making companies have noticed the profit potential of Mintopia City, and they've moved in.
Oh.
In an attempt to dominate the market and make all of the money, players will take the role of 4 mint-making companies and assert their influence over the various locations in Mintopia City to secure their loyalties and earn the provided market share. Mint Control is designed to provide a small footprint introduction experience to the area control and action selection genres of gaming that is fun and rewarding to play even for seasoned gamers.
Absolutely. So this takes a swing at where Mint Works was a worker placement game, Mint Delivery was a pick up and deliver, Mint Cooperative was a kind of team or pandemic style cooperative game. This is going to be their take on territory control. And this is the first one in a while that's actually designed by Justin Blask as well, who is the designer of Mint Works. And I've heard some really good things about this design too. So I'm excited to take another look at some of his kind of concepts when it comes to kind of a Mint Tin game.
Let's do it.
Jan.
Yes.
Give us a run through of how this game plays, and then let's go ahead and swing into the gameplay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So, as Jesse said, this is going to be very straightforward, but there's a lot of crunchiness and depth to what everything kind of implies once you do it. So, these tiles here represent the 5 actions that we're going to have available each
Oust,
player.
Scavenge, Influence, Presence, and Earn.
Some of these actions are going to let you be part of these areas on the board. Essentially, what we're trying to do is control these areas. We control by having the most there.
Gain a little bit of influence. Yep.
Other things you're going to be able to do is actually gain currency. So, as tradition in the Mint series, you gain mints. That is going to be your currency for this game. That's one of the actions that you can do. Another very important thing is to oust. This is essentially trying to kick off people that don't belong in that space. And that's going to be happening a lot.
Yeah, so the starting player token is going to begin with me here.
Yep.
Over the course of the game, all 5 of these actions are going to be taken before they all get reset. We're going to select 1 action each, taking the top effect and the bottom effect for ourselves, and then every other player is going to be able to do the top effect. That's going to shift and adjust the amount of territory we control. And as the game moves along, these actions will cycle and this first player token will cycle.
And basically the way this game ends is whenever somebody spends all their 5 kind of candy pieces, that's game over immediately. Whoever has control on most of these sites, whoever has the most points, wins.
Yeah, and points are going to be represented by the stars up top here.
And everything in the bottom, essentially, we'll go over it, but these are bonuses that happen in specific times when certain actions are taken.
Yeah, so
I think that's pretty much it.
let's go ahead and swing into the game. We each are starting with our 5 candy pieces that we need to place and 1 mint.
So it seems like
I'm
Anderson.
immediately leaning into the crunch. I'm going to start with Earn.
solid.
So Earn's coming down to me. I'm going to gain a mint, and then I'm going to gain another mint. And then one at a time, you're each going to take that top action. So gain a mint, gain a mint.
And really important to note, this is a limited supply. So once these mints are spent, they are out.
Okay, Taylor?
Good to know. All right, let's look at my options here. You know, influence looks pretty good, but I think for this first round, I'm gonna go ahead and go with scavenge.
Oh!
So no effect for both of us.
Right.
You're going to gain or steal a mint.
I wonder what it shall be.
You know what? I'm gonna start out pretty civil, and I'm just
Really?
gonna gain a mint.
Okay.
There's a lot of a supply over there.
I was not
There's a bit of
expecting that.
supply,
You don't
yes.
need to steal yet.
So FYI,
I don't want to make enemies too early.
FYI, territory control games tend to be aggressive. Just
I know. I don't want to come out too strong, though. I don't want to steal too early
It's a
and make
reasonable-
enemies.
Yeah.
I don't want to
That's
make
fine,
enemies.
That's fine. Yeah, I get that. So this is tricky. You guys have kind of like forced me into a bad position here. That sucks. That sucks. Man. Cause I hate you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and influence,
Okay.
and I pay 1 less. I'm gonna go ahead and influence right here.
Okay, and now we both get to take an influence action as well. Did you pay the mint that you owe for being there? Oh, you pay 1 less.
I pay 1 less.
So it's going to be for free.
Free.
So let's see here. You got to pay 1 less. I do not get the option to do that. I think I'm going to go to the... No. I'm going to spend 1.
City Hall?
I'm going to join you at the producer.
Excuse you,
Just
sir.
so you don't have an advantage over
Cutting
me.
in on that
What
territory.
is
Yeah.
going on?
Okay?
There's no space here, by the way.
That's true.
Well, I am going to pay just 1, and I'm going to go to the city hall.
Yeah, okay. See, that was the smart choice.
Maybe. You didn't make that choice.
Well, I couldn't.
And controller gains an additional mint when they choose an action.
Yes. Next time I choose one of the actions, I will get an additional mint for going
It's not
there.
bad. That's
If
gonna
you
produce
get
for
a mint, right? You need to gain a mint in order to gain another one?
Yeah, an additional mint. So, let's see here. If I do oust, you know, I think that's okay. I'm gonna do the oust action. Everyone's gonna gain a mint. So right across the board, and you're gonna gain an additional mint because you're at City Hall.
But that's only if I choose
When
the
they
action.
choose the action.
So it's not this turn.
That's true. And then I'm gonna pay a mint to oust, and then I could pay again for 3. You know? I'm gonna pay a mint. And I'm gonna go ahead and oust City Hall here.
Oh! Out of nowhere!
Hurt.
I'm sorry.
Bam!
I understand.
You only have one option.
Bam!
Presence. So this is gonna be yours.
It is.
At the top here, gain the presence effect for every location you have influence.
Which I have none now.
Correct.
That'll help both of us.
But not me.
Yeah.
We're both gonna go ahead and gain a mint.
Thank you very
And then the
much.
bonus for you is gonna be gain the oust effect from the location you control.
Which again is nothing.
Because you don't control anything.
Because I control nothing right now.
Yeah. Jesse, you kind of played T dirty there.
This is moving over to you.
No comment.
No comment.
Okay.
Just gonna
No
bypass that.
You're the top of the round, Jan.
No. It goes to T.
So this first player marker is going to go over to you.
All right.
Because it moves in a clockwise order. We've reset the top here, and you get to decide what you'd like to do.
All right.
There
Well,
you go. Well, I know what I'd do.
do you?
Get some sweet, sweet revenge.
This is immediately different from what we just played. It's very crunchy. I want to sit and think through my actions.
No analysis paralysis, sir.
I'm not no analysis paralysis. I just
okay.
want to win.
Well, I think that I am going to oust. I don't think that's any surprise to anybody. So I will gain a mint, and then I will pay that mint to oust the person who just ousted me.
And Jesse, you now get 1 mint.
I get a mint for being ousted,
Yes.
but I also get a mint for the gain action. You do as well.
Oh, that's true. Uh-oh, guys.
Supplies dwindling.
Down to Jan, what are you thinking? Paying to place. We
Yep.
all get the pay to place action.
Oh, I keep forgetting that you guys get that too.
And where are you going?
But you pay less.
He does. He pays 1 less. City Hall. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pay 3 for the gallery.
And we're going to see how this works for me. I'm going to pay 1 for the producer.
Okay. Not a bad place to
There's
be.
some space here for now for
You
both
know,
of us.
Little
I'm
bit
not
of
trying to
space.
encroach completely. Testing it out.
You know, I'm going to go ahead and do the earn tile. So I'm going to go ahead and take 2. Each of you will take 1.
Okay.
All right.
That's
Your
pretty
turn.
good. Pretty fast.
Back to me. All right. Let's see. I would say I will go ahead and do presents.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So I will gain the. So I'll gain 1, and then you guys also get that option.
And you
And
gain
then
that.
I will gain the ousted as well.
So you just gained 2.
Yeah, I gain 2. You guys kind of get some other
That's
things.
not bad.
I'm going to go ahead for scavenge.
No effect for us, but you can steal or gain.
After I was being so nice.
Actually, I might... I wanted to gain.
Okay.
from you.
He's learning from you. Starting player
Yes.
moving down here. Tiles go back up at the top.
Guess what I'm taking? Give me some ousting. So I'm going to gain 1 mint,
We all gain 1 minute as well.
and I'm going to pay to oust Jesse.
Why me?
You get 2, though, but you only get 1.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to pay 3 to also get the out of here.
Oh.
Wow.
You get 1.
Interesting.
Okay.
Why'd that come back to you?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't
Trying
get
to
It was
cheat
kind of
over
like
there.
natural.
that. You know, coming down to me, I'm going to go and do the gain action. I'm going to gain both. No, you don't get 1.
Oh.
I gain both, and you
Smart.
guys gain nothing.
Smart,
Because
smart.
the limited resources.
Smart,
Yep, moving
smart.
down to T.
All right. Let's see. Well, given...
Oh, no. I gained an additional 1 because of my oust action. Remember, I gained 2 every time? Sorry. I only get 1.
What do you mean?
So every time I gain,
Because he has City Hall.
I get an additional.
There was a limited resource. You didn't gain that at the top. You put those back in when you ousted her. It was empty. You put
Fine,
those,
fine,
You put those
fine.
back
That's
in,
valid.
You put those back in when you.
I have to
ousted
pay
her.
more attention next time.
See,
All right. Well, since there are no resources for me to take, I think it's only prudent that I try to scavenge. And I'm going to do
you know,
so.
Jan just ousted you.
Well, you have a lot.
He just ousted you. Though.
You did just oust me, and I'm kind of a vengeful person.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna steal.
Okay, she's not stealing everything.
Just one.
Just one. I just moved one.
So I am taking yeah, it's me. I'm taking influence.
Okay.
I am going to place. I want to place here.
We get to place as well. I'm gonna go ahead and pay 4, so that there's the market's replenished. That's for everyone. going to go to the lotto here. So I pay 1 less for
Ousting in that location.
ousting in the...
Oh, from this location.
location.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. I will go ahead and pay 3 for the gallery.
Yeah. Okay, on to me. I'm taking presence. Gain the location effect for places I influence. Everyone gets that. So Jan's producing 2. And we're getting nothing.
I will produce
No.
2. No, that's ousting.
And then I gain the effect from the location I control. So I gain 4.
Yeah, nice.
Wow. Okay, back up at the top. Starting player comes to me.
Uh-oh.
And I'm going to start with an oust action.
Of course.
Because I gain 1 to start with. Everyone would, there's none left. I then pay 1 less to oust from this location. So the first one's free. And I think I'm going to take Jan out of City Hall there. And then the second one only costs 2. We're going to take Jan out of the producer area there. Okay.
All right. I will... Let's see. I'm going to take some influence. And I'm going to... I'll take over City Hall.
So you're paying 3? No, you're paying
Don't
1?
pay 1 less.
Oh,
so
so
I
it's
don't
free.
pay any.
You don't pay
Yep.
anything.
I am paying 1. So come back to the producer.
You know, I'm okay popping into the gallery for now. Let's do that. And then, all right, you're ready to do your bonus. Jen.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm taking an earn action to gain 2 of these.
And we're each going to gain 1.
All right.
I think I will go ahead and do a presence action.
Okay.
Gain the effect of the locations.
Oh, so you get it first. Do you have any location effects? You don't.
So I do the top action and the perk at the same time. So I get the bonus here, which keeps you all from getting that top action.
Yeah,
the
well
production
done.
action at all.
And then T steals.
Scavenge, you can steal from Jan.
I could also steal from you.
Yeah. You're becoming a threat, boy.
I don't know that I am.
You both have 7.
And he ousted you last.
He did oust me
that
last.
was 2 turns ago now. Well, 2 rounds.
But Jesse, other than preventing me from gaining mints, hasn't done anything directly against me.
And I currently have less victory points than him.
That is always the trick that people use to win the territory control game. You have to go
It's
for
true.
whoever's strongest.
So is what
And
Jan.
currently you
You have more victory points.
You have more victory points.
Sure, but Jessie has more momentum.
You just pointed at her own pieces.
Sorry, Jessie has more momentum.
I think the
I think the answer is Jan.
Come on, man.
starting player's moving down to you.
All right.
All of our tiles go up top here. What do you think, T?
So I think I'm gonna try and influence here.
Pay to place. Pay 1 less.
Where I'll pay 1 less. So I will pay 2 to go into the gallery.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Nice. So
You
it's
know-
up to me.
Yeah.
I'm going to pay 1 to go here to the reducer.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow him. I'm gonna follow him over there. And 1 to go in there to the reducer. What are you taking?
Ousting.
Okay.
So I do not get the bonus, unfortunately. So I'm going to pay 1 in order to remove you from here. And I'm going to pay 3 to remove T from here.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and do the presence effect.
Wouldn't we also each gain 1 from
Oh, we would.
the ousting?
Well, was there anything of... Oh, no, we would, because he's paying now.
Why'd you give me 1?
Oh,
Should have given yourself 1.
that's true.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I gave myself 1.
Going,
Yeah, I meant, yeah, he should have.
going down here to the presence effect, I'm going to go ahead and gain 4. And then, T, you don't have any modifiers. Jan would gain 1, though.
No. Oh, no, I would gain 2 minus 1. Okay, I
Yeah,
do get 1.
you'd gain 1.
Okay, not bad.
Okay?
And again, it comes to my turn, and the pool is empty. So I am gonna go scavenge again, and this time you have the most mints. So I'm gonna steal from you.
But
this
Jan
time.
has the biggest influence.
I'm stealing from you this
All
time.
right, that's fair. Jan? That's a wasted turn. I love it. Starting player comes over to you, though, buddy. And where are you beginning? do an oust.
Mm-hmm.
Gain 1, can't.
Correct.
Then what are you doing?
I don't think I'm gonna do anything.
You're not ousting anyone.
Maybe. Sure. I'll pay 1 in order to.
Great. Okay, and then it moves down to me. I'm gonna gain that 1
Why?
from the top of your card.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Which means I get nothing this turn. But that's okay. We'll get there.
Oh no. My engine.
I'm gonna go ahead and do the scavenge ability. And I'm going to steal from Taylor.
Oh.
Saw that coming.
Woo!
Taylor?
I would have judged you very hard if
I
you
hadn't done
hadn't
it
stolen
from you.
from me.
Yeah.
Woo!
All right.
I was freaked out. I was like, what?
All right. Well, I will go ahead and do influence, and I will pay nothing to go to the producer.
Mm-hmm.
I will pay 1 to go to the producer.
Okay, I will, I'll pay 3 to go here to the gallery. Oh, and, I didn't gain anything when you ousted me, because, gotcha.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get earn, which gives me 2.
It gives each of us 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then presence is going to give all of us nothing.
I got. Oh. You're
all of us nothing. Move that first player down to me. I'm going to take the oust action.
right. Oh, I bet.
First one's free. Second one costs 2. Let's remove both of Jan's.
Mm-hmm. So I get
From
2.
here. Okay.
All right. I'll go ahead and stick with influence.
Mm-hmm.
And I will pay nothing to go to the producer again.
I will be paying 1 to go to the producer.
I'll pay 1 to go to the reducer here.
I had seen that.
Okay, Jan. Nothing for us.
Okay.
Go and take scavenge. I will.
Oh,
Steal
come
from you.
on.
Taylor?
All right. Well, I guess presence is the only one I have left, so I gain the effect from locations I influence,
Nada.
which would be nothing.
No one's getting anything.
But
Limited
then I
market.
gain the ousted effect from a location I control.
Which is nada.
Still nothing. There's
Still
no,
nothing, 'cause
there's
there's
no
no-
market
nothing in the
available.
market.
Moments.
First
So-
player's over to you.
It's a tight
Well-
economy, baby.
If I'm not incorrect, if I go here, I pay nothing to go here, and the game's over.
Oh no!
I didn't even see it.
Oh!
I didn't even see it.
Oh!
Did you see it?
No! Oh my gosh, she like wins by a landslide, man. She's the only one that made any points. Technically, well, you made 1 point, 2 points. I made 0 points.
I didn't even see it.
Well, there you go, everybody. That was a gameplay. There we go.
So if you just skipped to this point in the video and you're wondering why our faces are shocked and we've completely overlooked an element, holy cow.
Yeah.
Did you know that was coming? Were you like primed?
Once I knew that
It
the
landed.
ousted was on the first action of the last turn, you took oust. And so once I saw that happen, I knew that as long as I just
If
did
you got
my time,
one out,
if I got one out,
and
I
then-
I was the start player. I could slide in there.
That was because of you.
I took both of yours out.
Yes.
Yep.
You should
But
have
I
taken
didn't-
each of us
Well,
out.
I didn't think ahead that she would be able to get 2 out in a sequence.
Yeah.
That was good. That was really good. What's your sense of this game so far? What do you think?
You know, it's my first time playing anything
Yeah.
in the Mint series, and I enjoyed it. I liked it, and it's not just because I won. Like, I thought the gameplay was very,
It is a tight little puzzle.
very tight little puzzle. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
good way to describe it.
So, not to be like too on the nose here, but it's like breezy and refreshing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a really light take on the genre, but at the same time, you get some of the same inclinations and experiences that you would get in a heavier box game.
I like that we all have to interact with each other.
Mm-hmm.
I like the push and pull. I like the limited action selection.
Yeah.
I really like the limited economy.
Yeah.
That became the core of the game. And like the farther plays that we do, draining this at the right time to limit other players' ability and like action selection
Yeah.
becomes really the crux of the game.
Yep. Because you can completely deplete it and not give anybody the opportunity to do anything at all.
And so, like, it's not only a territory control in kind of a very simplified sense. It's also a resource control.
Yep.
In a lot
Resource
of ways.
management.
Like, both play very strongly.
Absolutely.
I feel that the powers also are pretty interesting. There's a lot of, so we didn't show you this, but there's a lot of variability in here. There's a bunch of different locations. So for example, if we were to open this.
I didn't even realize this. I was thinking with our prototype, I didn't realize.
Oh, no, we have a few.
So you set this up.
Yes.
So there was a supplier, a leadership council, a park, a real estate office, wholesaler, black market, and I assume there's going to be even more beyond the
Very
prototype
likely.
to a degree. That's cool, because I was hoping that this landscape would change
Yeah.
Oh,
based
yeah.
from game to game.
And these are all randomized at the beginning, so basically for every player, you can play this from 2 to, I think 4? Yeah, 2 to 4. For every set of players, you have to have 5. 5 of these influence markers for each player. So
Okay.
there's a lot of different combinations that you can do. It's pretty interesting.
this felt good.
Yeah. I really liked also kind of like the bonuses that you get. Like if you get kicked out of somewhere, there's an opportunity for you to get stuff. But if you're smart,
Yep.
there's no opportunity for anyone to get anything.
Yep.
So that was definitely super cool. Oh,
Yeah, no, it felt very tight. It felt in the same line of like Mint Works, Mint Delivery. If you like those kind of boiled down mechanics into something that's a core, playable game in 20 to 30,
Yeah.
that you can slip into a backpack and have a good time at a bar or on travel or on the road. I enjoyed this.
so let
And
me ask
I
you.
didn't quite know what to expect either.
So let me ask you this: since you've played basically all of the Mint games,
Yeah.
where do you feel this lies?
It's interesting. I've played Mint Works and Mint Delivery more than I've played this one. Cooperative games aren't my style. Jan and I usually just beat cooperative games.
They're too easy.
Right off the bat. That's
So
our
simple.
standard. Our standard.
Sure.
If you're interested in that, we have a whole series where we just go through the process of completely destroying the hard mode of
breaking
cooperative
it
games.
100%.
And so the reality is we break cooperative games. This has been no exception.
Yeah.
But I really like Mint Works, and I really like the advanced mode of Mint Delivery. I would have to play this a few more times to really get a sense of it. It's right there with Mint Works for me. I don't know if I prefer a worker placement mechanic over a territory control mechanic. That's really going to be the question, I think, for people who prefer this one versus that one.
And in terms of
it
the
depends what
complexity.
type of gameplay you want. They
Yeah.
feel about even. The type of gameplay we're playing, it's still, it's a single action. It's a single kind of, you're taking and trying to maneuver yourself around other people in the board.
You know what
there's
that
a lot
reminds
of
me
people
of?
butting up. There's a lot of actions that are available only if you kind of take the initiative.
So this reminds me of Rising Sun. Rising Sun has a similar mechanic where somebody has a deck of cards, right?
Sure.
And you have to shuffle those, and people start grabbing different things, and everybody does it. So I think this is actually kind of like inspired from that.
I mean, Rising Sun is a territory control
Yes.
game. Like,
There's a lot of politics in that one, but
you should be able to see the mechanics of most territory control games in the core of this.
that is
because it's-
neat.
But it's so much quicker than a regular territory
Yeah.
control.
Yeah, and clean, I think, is a perfect adjective to describe this game, right? It's
Yeah.
a clean, it's brisk.
I like how
it's
it
nice.
ended too. By the
Yes.
way, like I like that she.
It's like this little subtle.
Well, you thought the fact that you knew a turn or so in advance, and it was our own. We did our own undoing by just not quite watching close enough or not quite seeing the landscape.
Yeah, because that starting player thing is key. Because
Yes.
you can
Yes.
take 2 turns in a row.
Because if
you can take
it
this.
hadn't been on her turn, if she
Yep.
hadn't leveraged that just right, then
it easily could have flipped in a different direction.
would it? Just because he could have taken the oust, he could have cycled you, could have guaranteed you wouldn't get it.
Yep.
I like that it's all about resource management, where you are on the T's territories, the fact that they're asymmetric, the fact that the landscape will change, but then also understanding how this tableau is shifting. Someone's getting kind of a double first action. Someone's getting the last and the first every single turn.
So one of the things that I'd be curious about this particular game is that the more that you play it, I feel that once you get a good understanding of what the flow is, I think you'd be able to kind of predict what's gonna happen, when it's gonna happen.
Maybe.
And
A little bit, to an extent.
It'd be interesting to see like two veteran players kind of like try to outmaneuver each other in that sense.
Go head to head, kind of shift.
Because I feel that eventually you kind of get the sense of where things are moving towards, and you're able to kind of game the game a little bit. At least from like a very initial played it
think
once
the fact that this
perspective.
landscape will shift will mediate
definitely
that
help.
quite a bit. If we played the same game over and over, like the same landscape, the same system, I could see that. Where
You would develop a,
you're
I
leaning
know what's
into
gonna happen.
a
Yep.
rhythm, a pattern, and the
Yeah.
trick
Yep,
will
yep.
be upsetting that at the right moment. But the fact that this landscape will always be different, I think really does change that face.
It'll give enough variability
Yeah.
to not let that happen, I think.
So for example, check this out. We could have potentially gotten all of these cards out to play with. I think. I haven't done the math here, but I'm pretty sure that we get something like either one or two of these less, but most of these would come into play, right? So we have immediately more cards to play with and a bunch of other things to do. So I think that's pretty
because it's based off the
interesting.
total number of
Yeah,
stars.
so 5, 5. Yeah, so this would be, we would need to mix up a little bit, like we need to substitute one, but yes,
Sure.
essentially we'd have, like we could probably do this, and then we take, and that. Like this could be a totally viable board.
Sure.
Those 6 there. And that is a completely different landscape.
It is.
I think 524 has done something really interesting with this game. I really enjoy it. I think it's an excellent addition to the Mint Tin lineup they have. I see their games as being standard introductory games into game mechanics.
Yeah, for sure.
That are worth playing even if you're an experienced gamer. And the determination for me is going to come down to, do you like worker placement? Do you like pick up and deliver? Do you like cooperative? And now this is an excellent way to establish, do you like
Area control.
Area control. Justin's done a fantastic job with this.
Yep.
I'm really excited. I think this is out of the lineup, this is the best sequel to Mintworks I've seen.
So you would say this is like the strongest in terms of its design?
Mint Delivery was fun, but I liked it on advanced mode, and there was issues with it if you didn't love a pick up and deliver game.
Makes sense.
And I think that's probably more of a selective market than worker placement was.
Okay.
I think this is, as far as the lineup goes, this is the next most solid one.
Cool.
And potentially, I need to play it more, but potentially as good or better than Mintworks.
Oh,
I like it.
bold statement.
I really like it. I want
given.
to play it with a lot of different variation. I want to experiment more with it, and I would really like to see more of these cards in the final tin. That's something that I'd be looking for. But I think this was solid. I had a good time playing it.
Yeah.
If you guys have joined us, hopefully we've given you some insight into Mint Control and what exactly this minty fresh area control game is. Hopefully you've enjoyed our gameplay and the surprise. You caught us both.
Just, yep.
I really
The,
didn't see that coming. I thought we were like 5-8 minutes away.
The bad news is T is not going to be invited back onto the
Yeah,
channel.
you're not welcome.
You're still welcome in our friend group.
Correct.
But I do have a policy that anyone beats me at games here on the channel immediately gets released.
So Arsenio is never coming back.
Arsenio is never coming back.
Perfect.
Matt is
Cool.
probably never coming back.
Oh, yeah,
That's
of
the
course.
reason I had to make you co-host.
Because I always lose, supposedly? I don't know,
won-
but there's
you won the
another
last
game.
one we played.
Yes, thank you.
We're not going to talk about which one that is.
Oh,
that
really?
people
Really?
People don't get spoilers. Whatever the case, guys, thank you for being here. We appreciate you being here. If you made it to the end, if we've helped you come to a decision on this game, gave you some insight, enjoyed the gameplay, liked the crosstalk, I don't care why you're here. For some reason, you've watched us for like 28 minutes at this point. If you haven't subscribed by now, they shouldn't.
Yeah, you shouldn't do it. Just get
What do you
out.
think? What do you think? Like, if they have
Get outta here.
They've watched us for 28 minutes. If they haven't
And you
subscribed,
still don't have that inclination to
yeah,
subscribe.
you probably. I mean, you're not gonna.
It's
not gonna get there.
irresponsible at this point, you
It
know?
is.
Yeah.
Gosh. But whatever you do, though, remember to do the important thing.
Get out and play some games.
We'll see you guys next time.
Thanks, guys.